Hello, everyone. This is Kelly Williams. We are live on this live hangout, and we have a special treat for you tonight. I'm excited and honored to really be hosting this with a gentleman that I didn't really get a chance to meet, but I saw him on the stage in San Diego a couple of weekends ago, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, this guy is a sharp guy. And maybe it's because he was as fanatic as I was about Doobly and about what we're going to talk about tonight and the TeamWukar movement and all that good stuff. But he was also anal as far as how we actually make money in this work from home program, and I'm sure that's what you're here for. And so we want to go through this very quickly. Because we have some special guests we want to introduce you to as well as we go through this. But you're here tonight. Obviously, you could be many, many places, and you chose to come and participate with us this tonight. And we hope to be able to make that time very valuable to you. And there's a reason for that, because all of us here, if you look really closely, most of us have bags under our eyes. And the reason we have bags under our eyes is because some of us haven't slept very well for a few months, or maybe it be a few weeks or what have you for some of us who may not have been involved with a real long time. And there's a reason for that. When we saw this and we started doing more and more research about it, we flat out couldn't sleep, because there's nothing you're going to find on this planet that will provide, to me, kind of a no-brainer approach to a work-from-home program. And so with that said, what we're going to do is we're going to first talk about this what I call a no-brainer product, and how anybody, we're not just talking about business builders, would be interested in what we're sharing and offering to people. And then we'll talk about, well, how can we make money with this no-brainer product? And then we will wrap that up by saying, and kind of combine it with the team that we're part of. And this team has put together what I would consider kind of the golden key to help anybody build a successful work-from-home business, and has the missing ingredient, if you will, to help people get customers and business builders, which has always been a struggle for most people when you turn to any kind of on or offline business. So with that said, one of the things you're going to notice is none of us are business professionals. We haven't, gone through some schooling to how to present things and so forth. And in my case, you're going to notice I use my hands a lot. In fact, if somebody tied my hands down, I would probably just mumble or slobber all over the place. But with that said, you know that we're all just normal human beings, but we saw something extremely special. And when we saw it, we decided to take action, and hopefully you'll get that same fire, what I call fire in the belly, when we go through this tonight. So with that said, I'm going to turn it over to the co-host tonight and VP. When we say VP, he's a VP within the organization called Doobly, and he's going to introduce you to Doobly right now. But I'm excited to have this opportunity to be able to share the floor with him and with the other gentleman we're going to hear from tonight as well. So with that, Aron, I am going to turn the time over to the man, Aron Parker.
Kelly, awesome. Can you hear me okay? Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, man. This is an absolute honor. It's actually my first time getting to come out. I mean, we've been here with Doobly now for just over 3 months. It's our first time doing a live hangout, co-hosting for TeamWukar. It's an absolute honor. It's a blessing. It's a privilege, and we're just grateful to be here. So, Kelly, thank you, and thank you to all of Wukar for letting us come out tonight. It's amazing when you say VP, because I still don't really, it's hard for me to even believe that my wife and I went vice president in Doobly. It was quite an adventure. It was an incredible journey. It took us 2.5 months to get there. And at the end of this presentation tonight, you're going to get to hear from these 3 incredible gentlemen who are also top ranking with the company. And I'm going to actually share my testimonial at the end and what this company has done for us, in a very short period of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention, because I'm going to present to you right now our product. Now, this is a very unique product because it's not something that you get mailed to your house. It's not something that you have to sell to anyone. It's something that every single person who buys anything at a store can use and get benefit from. And I'm actually going to walk you through exactly what I've been showing people. And when people see what I'm about to show you, their jaw literally drops with just amazement that this even exists, that this is possible, and that you can actually get your hands on this for free. So every single person watching this presentation can actually become a member of Doobly for free when you get back to the person who sent you here. I have a pretty good feeling, however, that most of you are not going to want to just become a customer. You're also going to want to become a business builder with us, and you'll hear more about how that works from Kelly here in just a few minutes. So let me share my screen and show you exactly how incredible and how life-changing this product really is. So I'm actually going to jump over to Google right now. Everybody should be able to see my screen. And so when I showed this to people, thanks Greg, appreciate that. When I showed this to people, this was really the aha moment that it was for me, it was for my wife, and for so many people, they kind of freak out. They're like, holy cow, how is this possible? So I'm on Google. There's no gimmicks here. This is really google.com. And I just did a search for shoes. And right inside of Google, you're going to notice something. There's a couple sites that maybe you've heard of. Okay, here's one, shoes.com. Pretty well-known site. You can get pretty much any type of shoe at this website. And because you're a Doobly member, you can get up to 14% cash back on all the shopping that you do on shoes.com because you're going to become a member of Doobly. Here's another one, Macy's.com, up to 8% cash back. And so just this, what I'm showing you, imagine being able to go on Google, which is where everyone goes to look for stuff. And now you can see instantly right inside Google which merchants are partnered with Doobly. This is incredible. But you also have the ability, when you pull up the website, so here's bestbuy.com. Actually, let me go back to Google. I want to actually show you a live example for those of you skeptics. Maybe you don't believe me. Let's pull up travel. So I just did a search for travel on Google, and here's cheapair.com, $3.25 cash back. How about Expedia, 7.5% cash back? How about Travelocity, 8% cash back? Do you guys know anyone that travels? How would you like to be able to get cash back on all of your travel? Even hotels is in here. Hotels.com, 11.8% cash back, almost 12% cash back on all of your hotel stays. And guys, hotels.com has some great deals as it is, and perks on top of all that. You're going to get almost 12% cash back. So here's Best Buy. I mean, we're talking about the holidays. If you're watching this right now, you know what's about to happen. Okay, the biggest shopping time of the year, we're talking about billions of dollars is about to be spent around the world. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and there's actually a myth. The myth that I heard, I don't know if it's true, is that the biggest shopping day is actually like right before Christmas. So the point is that there's going to be a lot of money spent online in the next 4 weeks. And how would you like to not only be able to continue to shop online? You notice I'm on Best Buy's website. You guys see this? For those of you that have never seen this before, I'm actually on Best Buy's website, but look up here. You can now get 7% cash back on all of your purchases on bestbuy.com. So I hope you realize how exclusive and how special this is, because where the rest of the world is going to bestbuy.com and they're getting all these great deals, guess what? You're going to get all the same exact deals and pay the same exact price, but you will get 7% cash back. How freaking awesome is that? And I will quickly talk about the different levels of membership here in a minute as well. Here's a big one for the holidays. You know, we're talking about gifts. Restaurant.com, a really cool website. You can get discounts on restaurants all over the country, and where everyone is going to get these great discounts, so can you, but you will get up to 8% cash back because you're a Doobly member. So this, the best way that I like to explain this is that it's like a Costco or Sam's Club membership, because there's millions of Sam's and Costco members out there. They all pay about $100 a year. I'm actually a Costco member myself, my wife and I. Let me actually pull up the website. So here's the Doobly site. You can go to shopping just so you guys can see the scope of this. We have over 4,000 merchants. Overstock, huge site for shopping. Kohl's, Nordstrom, Target, Walmart. My wife and I love Target. So here's a little tip for you guys watching this. Kathy and I, my wife, we have a little Target card. So we get 5% off instantly, 5% off right off the top because we have a Target card. Well, in addition to that 5%, we also get 7.8% cash back because we're Doobly members. Now, how awesome is that? So, I mean, Walmart, the Apple Store, 7%. So there's over 4,000 stores. This product is life-changing, and here's why. And I'm going to explain to you the differences in the membership levels here in just a second, but I want you to really grasp this. What we're offering, ladies and gentlemen, is something that allows people to not change their buying habits, to not have to be sold on buying a certain product from a certain company and getting on auto ship to buy that product month after month, a product they're probably not going to use every month. But now they can go online and buy whatever they want and get paid money back in their pocket for things they were going to buy anyway. Talk about a no-brainer, right? I call it free money. Now, we're not supposed to say free money, probably. We're not really giving away free money, but Doobly is essentially giving customers free money. Why do I say that? They were going to buy things anyway, and they're going to pay the same price, but now Doobly gives them money back, actually cash in their bank account. So let me quickly run through the product, what the options are, and then you're going to be blown away when you see the business side of what Doobly has to offer as well. So there's really just two membership levels here. I'm going to keep it super simple for everybody tonight. We have a free version. So the free version is really the version for the skeptical people out there. Well, I just want to test it out. I want to make sure this thing is for real. Are they really going to give me cash back for things I'm going to buy anyway? Yes, they are. So sign up for free if that's you. You will be very quickly upgrading to VIP, though. This is where most people go. It's obviously where we went, and there's a very simple reason why. Number one, if you're free, you get your cash back once a year, just like Costco. We're Costco members. We get our cash back once a year. They only give us 2%, though. We pay over $100 a year for that Costco membership. Why? Because it just makes sense. We get savings and discounts and all that kind of stuff. So VIP with Doobly is $99, not per month. It's only $99 a year. And the average VIP customer is getting back anywhere from $3 to $5 or more $100 back every single year. So if you were going to get $500 back from Doobly for the year, $500 for buying things that you were already going to buy anyway, would this even be a question for you in your mind? That's $400 in free money in your pocket. So as a free member, you do get cash back, but it's the least amount of cash back. It's still cash back, though. VIP, you get the maximum cash back. If you want the most, then you got to pay the $99 and you get the most cash back. There's two other really, really sweet benefits to the VIP. The second one is the fact that instead of having to get paid your cash back once a year, they give it to you once a month. So ask yourself this question: do I want to get my cash back once a year or 12 times a year? Obviously, most people say VIP. And finally, they have this really cool referral program where for those of you who are not necessarily going to join the business, which I honestly believe that most of you listening to this and that are here tonight are going to be blown away when you see the business that we have to offer to you right now. But mostly for the people that you know that are not going to necessarily do the business, Doobly actually gives them a referral program. So this is not in the business. This is just people who are VIP members. You have to be VIP, and they actually pay you $20 every time you refer a VIP customer. So here's what I'm going to say, and then I'm going to turn it back over to you, Kelly. When I saw this, I said, this is the most no-brainer product I've ever seen in my life. People are getting free money. Everyone shops online. Who doesn't want free money? But the icing on the cake was that when they said, Aron, you will get paid every time your customers shop. I like to use my hands too, by the way. Think about that. Every time your customer, your Doobly customer that you referred, buys something, every transaction that they make for life, you will get paid. That was like the biggest aha moment of my life, and it's completely changed my life because of the income that we're now making, which you're going to learn from Kelly. I hope that was a decent job of explaining the product. Obviously, everyone becomes a member. It's just a complete no-brainer. Kelly, I'll turn it back over to you. And guys, wait till you hear these testimonials because they're going to blow you away. Kelly, back to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Aaron. And you know, Aaron is right. I mean, the thing that just jumped out at me is I don't have to arm twist a soul to want to get cash back. And now that we have an opportunity to get money on every transaction that these people are getting, to get cash back is just incredible. The crazy thing is this Sunday, I was jumping around the house because I got cash back on a set of tires that I purchased. I mean, I was jumping around the house more excited about the fact that I got this cash back than I have over the income that I've made, which is kind of crazy. And but real quickly, we have a BMW X5, and I needed some tires, four tires for those. And so what I did is a good friend of mine, I was actually sharing him over lunch the presentation of the Doobly Cashback system. And he said, "Hey, you know, why don't you go buy your tires at it's called TireRack.com." He said you'll save almost 50% or at least up to 70% off. So I went and did, and guess what popped up? Just what Aaron was showing us, this cashback Doobly toolbar. And I thought, holy smokes, it was 9.9% cash back. So I clicked on it, I activated it, made sure it was, and I went and bought my tires on Tire Rack, and I got nearly $100 cash back on one transaction. So it was just incredible to be able to do that. And so my wife, I was like giddish. I was like a little girl jumping around the house, and she said, "Well, what's going on?" And I said, I actually got almost 100 cash back on one purchase. And I've now made several purchases at Best Buy and on TireRack.com. So anyway, so let me just jump really quickly into now what I would consider why many of you may be here, because other people are extremely excited about this, and that is, well, how can I actually earn some income with this program? So let me just make sure, guys, can someone give me a thumbs up? Can you see the... All right, great. All right, so I'm going to go through this really quickly. Sit down and take some notes. I was telling these guys I'm kind of anal, so I'm one of those. Tony Rush says that I kind of represent the older crowd, the geriatrics group is what he called it. So anyway, I'm going to run through this really quickly and jot down any questions that you may have or any notes, because what I'm going to share with you now takes it to a new level, because now you can make an income, a very substantial income, as you're going to learn from many of the people who are on here about this. But real quickly, Doobly isn't just something that was thrown together, wasn't somebody's just brainchild and said, oh, you know what, I'm going to create some cheap product. They created it by putting together a very professional company. And they started back in 2003. They're a publicly traded company. I'm not going to go through all these people, but Michael Hansen, it was his brainchild, if you will, and it's not something that, once again, was just started yesterday. But I call it kind of a who's who as far as the board of directors and the management team and some of the key leaders, and they have some really technically savvy people who have put all of this together, hence why we have it in 17 different languages. And it's growing more rapidly, and more languages are coming on as well. But just like Aaron indicated, this is, to me, the most no-brainer product on the planet to be able to offer people an opportunity to get cash back on things they're buying anyway. But now we have the opportunity to plug in, for those who want to raise their hand, like all of us who are on this hangout tonight, to participate in what we refer to as the Doobly Network. So Doobly has created a work-from-home program, which I believe is the most lucrative work-from-home program on the planet. And you couple that with this, what I call, no-brainer product, and it is a real winner. But I'm going to run through this really quickly. because, and I'll talk about the compensation structure that they've put together for those of us who want to either work part-time, full-time, or any-time, or whatever the case may be. And they have what I refer to as the back-end walk-away residual income. That, to many people, is this elusive dream that you can build a business and have an income that not only is a walk-away income, but an income that will continue to grow and increase. Why? Because this is a customer-driven business model. It's not a distributor business driven model where what happens, your distributors get involved and they're paying some auto ship and some larger auto ship, and pretty soon, you know, they're not making money. What happens? They go somewhere else. This isn't this. The model was put together to create a huge walk-away income because it's customer-driven, and hopefully you've been able to grasp that from what we've shared so far. So the first part is this back-away, walk-away, or the back-end, what I call back-end walk-away residual income. And Aron introduced this, where we're able to, from our own customers, people that we refer into Doobly to become customers. And once again, the 3 levels, whether it be free, whether it be premium, whether it be the VIP membership, we're going to earn customers or earn commissions on our personal customers. We make 25% on the membership fees, whether it be $4.95 a month or whether it be the $99 a year, plus 25% on their what we refer to as their commissionable cash back. And so we can literally have hundreds, if not thousands upon thousands of customers all over the world, and we're getting paid as they're saving money. Just think about that. We're saving people money, and they actually get cash. One of the things, too, that I get a question all the time is, well, do people have to buy within the Doobly shopping portal? No, just like Aron showed you, you are on the website of these name brand companies, plus it is actual cash back. It's not credit that you have to go and buy back into, use the credit and the cash back. This is cash back that actually will get sent to you. But here's another very, very powerful part of this, and Aron touched on this, is that our customers, our VIP customers, can refer other VIP customers, and they get paid that $20 referral bonus, but they are our personal customers. The system treats them as though they were our personal customers, and we're going to make 25% on their membership fees as well as on their transactions in addition to that. But then the company went on to say, well, if those of you who want to create a sales organization, we're going to allow you to earn commissions from 5 to 27.5% on the transactions and the membership fees of your sales team. And we're not going to get into how do you get 5 or 27.5%. This is something you're going to have to just make a check mark and you get back with the person who invited you here. Beginning November 13th, Doobly was extremely wise in identifying something that those of us who want to work at this full-time, can make a very significant income, and they created what we refer to as a compensation plan enhancement, and it's called D2G2 to overlay the current program itself. But to me, this is the front end which keeps us in the game, and it's a substantial income that, once again, as we're building this customer base of hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of people on our team, this money will help us stay in the game. And it works this way, and it's really simple, and it's based on just the two products that the company created for the business builder, the business associates who want to get involved in growing a work-from-home business. And the 2 products are, the first one is called a team member, and you get a business package, which of course is the website and all the support and all that good stuff, and then you get to choose from a couple of different memberships. We have some vouchers that you can turn around and sell, so kind of like a little small inventory that you can get your business going. And then the second product is called the PPA, or Partner Program Accelerator, and it's $24.75. and you can you get some additional, once again, you get enough vouchers to basically sell those and make the 24.75 back plus some profit. But the really cool thing about the PPA program is that Doobly has created a platform where we can offer this to large corporations or nonprofit organizations and charities, churches, school districts, what have you. But you can only offer this the platform if you've gone through a certification process, and that's included in the 24.75. But the cool thing about that business partner program is that literally you get to offer it to a nonprofit charity, and they can have the system, the Doobly system, for free. In fact, it will be white labeled to them. It'll have their logo up in the left-hand corner, and they will be able to offer it to their database, their membership, or what have you. And you, as a business associate, will earn every time those people shop and make purchases, and also on their membership fees. And the best part is, it's a funding proposal to these nonprofit organizations. That is the 24.75. To me, if you're serious about your business, that is where you really want to start, because you don't want to leave money on the table. Okay, so those are the two products, if you will, the two business associate initial packages that feed into this D2 G2 compensation structure. I'm going to run through this really quickly. The first product, or the first way that you're going to earn income, remember this is the front end income we're referring to, is a fast start bonus of 10% on all the BA packages. So as a team member, which is a $495 package, you're going to make $49.50, and as a PPA package that's sold, that you personally sell or introduce it to another business associate, you're going to make $247.50, and there's no limit on how many business associates you introduce it to. Now the D2 part of this is called dual sales team. Okay, and so many of you have been introduced to binary structures before. I have also been introduced to binary structures before, a two sales team approach, and there's very few things out there that I've even made anything close to the kind of income as I have with a binary program. But this one is far more lucrative than anything else I've seen before. But just like any other binary structure, there's a left sales team and a right sales team. And what the system does is it creates points for the different packages that your sales organization will come in at. So as a team member, you're going to get 495 points. For a PPA, it's 24.75. So if you notice right here, you're going to get 495 points. Let's say that you introduced it to a team member, and they bought the team member package, and you introduced it to a PPA, a partner program accelerator package. Well, what does that do? It creates 495 points on one sales team, on your left sales team, and 24.75 on your right sales team. Now, we're not going to get into this active and qualified, but real quickly, active just means you've purchased one of the business builder packages, either the 495 or the 24.75, and qualified simply means that you've added a personal business associate on your left and a personal business associate on your right, and you will earn either a 10, 15, or 20% cycle bonus when you have 400 points on each sales team. And so in this case, it could be either $40, $60, or $80 for a cycle. Okay, but the neat thing is, really quickly, is that you carry over, I think I skipped really quickly through that, you carry over points that aren't used. And in this scenario, I'm going to show you the power of what happens, because it's not just based on what you do. It's based on, as this continues to grow down through your sales team, the system doesn't care where those points are generated from. And so let's assume that the gentleman that you brought in as a team member, he goes out and does the same thing, and he gets a couple of PPAs, and the person on the right, he goes and gets one PPA. What happened? Well, now you have a bunch of points added to your left and to your right sales team. What does that create? That creates 11 cycles, which is $880. We're assuming that you've qualified for the 20% cycle bonuses. Okay, a lot of this may be just going over your head, but just know this. This is extremely powerful compensation structure, and when we say unlimited levels, the system could care less where the points come from. It could be a new person that you brought in, It could be somebody that someone weighed in your organization brought in. The system could care less. Those points will get stored on your left and your right sales team, and you get to count those, and that's going to generate cycle bonuses. Okay, but there is one major problem, and that is it's capped at $25,000 per week. The binary cycle bonuses, and gee darn, I think we could all live off of that. Okay, so then there's a third way you can earn income, and that's that you can also earn when people that you personally bring into the business, when they cycle, you're going to earn 10, 15, or 20% matching bonuses on the cycles of those individuals. And it doesn't matter whether those people are on your left or on your right sales team. It really doesn't matter. So all of this continues to add up. And this is just a really quick example. Let's assume that you had somebody that earned 3,000 in cycle bonuses, another one 4,000, another one 1,000. Well, if you're at the 20% cycle bonus, you're going to earn $1,600 in that scenario. Okay, and then the last one, and I'm going to go through this really quickly, is that you're going to earn 5 to 10% matching bonuses. Keep in mind, I am anal, and I had to find out, well, does this overlay, can we make a significant amount of money, because I want to be able to offer this to my team and do it with full confidence. And when I saw this portion of it, I recognized that just off of this last piece that's part of this compensation overlay is going to help so many people make a significant dollar amount. And this is why. People say, well, what is a generational matching bonus? The generations work this way. As you become a team leader, and a team leader really is someone who purchases the PPA package to start with, you would start at that rank. You are paid, your first generation is between you and the next TL. So anyone in between, all of those people in between, when they cycle, you're going to get a matching bonus of 10% on all of their cycles. Okay? And as a TC, these are ranks that you can go learn a little bit more about. Then you get paid on 2 generations of TCs. And when you become an SD, you're paid on 3 generations of SDs, or people in between the rank that you're equal to or a rank above you. Okay? And most of you are probably there going, this makes absolutely no sense to me. It does to me. And when the light bulb goes on and you realize, holy cow, the company has basically said this: we want to help as many people as we possibly can earn a significant amount of money with this. And with that said, they are being very generous in creating a program that will keep people in the game as our customer base continues to grow. But here's another thing that keeps people in the game, and many of you may have already heard of it, and it's called TeamWukar. And who is TeamWukar, and how are they going to help you? And this, to me, was the triggering point, what really got me involved in what we're doing and helped me. And when I say help me, or cause me to not to sleep, and the reason for that is because the 2 major problems people have, regardless if we just showed you the best program, the best compensation on the planet, is that most people have a hard time getting customers and business builders. And with that said, let me introduce you to a gentleman by the name of Matt Trainer. I hadn't heard of Matt Trainer before, but I've done a ton of research on him since. Well, Matt Trainer he was the creator, along with his business partner Rich Cook, of this TeamWukar. And so what is TeamWukar? Well, to do that, let me just do a really quick illustration. Most of us go and do a Google search. Well, what happens? We have ads that come up at the top of our search results. And those are called pay-per-click, or PPC, or pay-per-impression. But then you have all these other searches or the results from our searches come down, or the results show up. And what are those? Those are what we call search engine optimization. Most of us would die to create a search engine optimization and be able to rank high. Well, one of the world's top SEO experts is Matt Trainer. And Matt Trainer was invited by his business partner, Rich Cook, to go look at Doobly. Now, keep in mind, Matt Trainer, literally, he does SEO work for some of the top online marketers, some of the top, high-profile individuals, New York's bestsellers, and so forth, and he's well sought after. And so he went just as a friend to go see Doobly. But when he saw Doobly, he couldn't stop pacing in the back of the room, and the reason for it, he saw an opportunity because of the endless SEO possibilities of the various products, or the thousands and millions of products that were available within Doobly. And he saw a way that not only was it a one and done opportunity, which that's what he was normally used to doing, is creating these SEO campaigns where he would just sell something and you get paid once. With this, he saw an opportunity where not only him, but other people could get paid over and over and over again for making one sale. And he got excited, and he decided, I'm going to create this large SEO campaign with people helping me that ultimately I can then help them create customers and business builders. So what does this all mean for you? And let me just quickly illustrate. So TeamWukar has basically, through the direction of Matt Trainer, has put together one of the largest SEO campaign movements on the planet. And what this means is there's going to literally be thousands upon thousands or hundreds of thousands of SEO campaigns running simultaneously, and that's going to bring in thousands of interested prospects daily. And we, because we're part of TeamWukar, will be part of what we refer to as an SEO rotator. And that just means we're all from different walks of life, and because we do some things that qualify for us to be in these SEO rotators, then literally what's going to happen is, as these thousands of interested prospects are added to this funnel, which this marketing funnel is going to convert those people into customers, then we get to share in those leads as well as the customers that come out of this funnel. And as long as we have SEO credits, guess what's going to happen? We're going to get customers added to our teams, and these customers can be from all over the world and from all walks of life. And so I get all the time, well, how do I earn these credits to be part of the rotator? And it's your effort, okay? It doesn't happen just because somebody threw some fairy dust on you. It happens because with what happened with Matt Trainer and his group, is he said, if we can get thousands and thousands of people putting together some SEO related tasks, we're going to give them credits, and if they have credits, then guess what? We're going to share these leads and these customers as well as business builders, because there's a couple of rotators. But what is a customer's value to you? I've heard figures of anywhere from a couple $100 and beyond that. I'm going to kind of cut that in half, and a customer to you represents $100 a year in income. So it doesn't take a mathematician to realize, well, gosh, I think I could get hundreds, if not thousands, of customers on my team, particularly when you have these SEO rotators going and working for you as well. Okay? So the question you need to ask yourself is, do I want a few customers, or do I want thousands of customers? And remember, these customers are all over the world, and you get to decide through your own efforts by earning credits, but also sharing Doobly with others. And I have found very few people have said, holy cow, that's a cruddy product that you're offering. Most people send me the link and they want to get involved. Okay, so for those who just want to wait and build credits can do that, but those of us who saw this and want to take advantage of it, we're sharing it with others, and we do it rapidly. So like I said just a minute ago, there's 2 SEO rotators that have been created by Matt Trainer and his team. There's a customer rotator, and there's a business builder rotator, which once again answers the biggest dilemma, which is, how do I get customers and business builders added to my team? Well, you get to participate with TeamWukar and this movement that really is spreading across the world. In fact, when they got started, Matt Trainer, there was 0 people involved in the business. come August 1st, I think it's August 3rd. And since that time, my understanding is, based on Matt Trainer's most recent update, is there's over 7,500 business builders who have been added to this movement because people see what's happening. But real quickly, I'm going to go through this quick. There's two options to get involved as a business builder. One is called the team member package, and it's $594. I explained it just a minute ago. And then the second one is called the PPA package. It's $24.75. It includes the business partner certification training, which I mentioned earlier, but also, and this to me was a no-brainer, Matt Trainer charges $15,000 for his SEO training, and he is, though we can't offer it exactly the same package, but he can offer the same type of training within inside TeamWukar environment. And I have spent tens of thousands of dollars over the years to learn how to market online, and I've never become really good at SEO. And so to have that opportunity to not only participate in this $24.75, to me it became a no-brainer because I could get that additional training. So I've been very fortunate to have owned and operated my own businesses since 1989, from 7 Subway sandwich shops to my own financial services company. Maybe that's why I'm so anal. As well as several other online marketing systems, but this truly dwarfs them all in terms of the income potential, and to think that it only cost me $24.75 to get started is simply crazy. So there's very few times I can honestly say that I've been in the right place at the right time, and this is one of them. So with that said, I am going to turn the time over to, if I can stop sharing my screen, I'm going to turn the time back over to Aron, and these guys have been very patient with me, and I want to be able to hear their stories because they have some fascinating stories of what's happened to them in a very, very short time, and be able to share with you their stories and their success stories. So Aron, it's back over to you.
Thank you, Kelly. Once again, I'm just very honored to have been invited here tonight to share our story, my wife and I, and these freaking rock stars that are here with us tonight. Kelly did a great job. Thank you so much for sharing the information with all the guests out there watching. To learn more about Doobly. What you just got was just a taste. There's a lot more out there. So definitely be sure that, if you're here for the first time, you get back to whoever sent you here. They can get you more information, more details, get any questions that you have answered. But first of all, before I share my testimony and what this has done for us beyond what maybe Kathy's going to say, I'd love for everyone to hear from my awesome rock star and fellow VP. We would not be VP if it wasn't for this incredible lady. So, honey, take it away.
Thanks, honey. This kind of fell into our laps, and it was very exciting because right before that happened, I was saying I was frustrated in the industry. I have a background in network marketing and home party plans, and I was successful, but I was burnt out. I felt like I was spinning my wheels and too much time away from the family and from our 2 little girls, and I'm a bargain hunter. I love to shop online. So right before our good friend Rich Cook kind of threw this at us, I was saying, I just wish I could get paid to shop online. I'm good at it. And this came our way, and when you get the light bulb moment and you're just like, oh my gosh, this is so huge. I was pacing, I couldn't sleep. You went to Dubai to check this out. People say, oh, I'll get on that to check it out and see how it is. I shipped this guy to Dubai to get all the details. So it was very exciting. I mean, the product we were just talking about, there's a big popular website that people shop on. It starts with an A. And people pay $90 a year just for free shipping. And they don't always have the best deals. Like, I know I would shop them, but I would always find deals better at Walmart and Target online. So as a mom, I'm always looking for the best bargains for everything, between toys, clothes, stuff for the family. Now we just got a new little puppy, pet supplies. So when Aron was telling me about this cash back and I logged into the mall, I was blown away. He was like, honey, don't go crazy. I'm like, it's okay, we get cash back now. So this is definitely something that is well worth the cost. Most stores give you free shipping, and you can even pick up stuff in the store. And I'm blown away because I find new stores in there all the time, between Nike.com, Under Armour. I'm a runner, so I'm always getting sport gear. PetSmart, Petco, Target, Walmart, all the big brand stores between Nordstrom's, Old Navy, Gap. I mean, you can even buy groceries online, all your houseware stuff. I mean, the list goes on. Travel, we travel around, hotels. So my mind was blowing. We already have doubled what it cost us for our VIP membership. There's a free level. There's also VIP, which is well worth it. I mean, it just blows me away at the quality of this. And, you know, I like to avoid the stores, especially this time of the year. People get crazy. They're rude. I feel bad for the workers. I used to work retail. It's not fun. This, like, gosh for the girls the other day. They're already having Black Friday, 50% off of everything. He's like, oh, boy. I'm like, woo-hoo, I'm shopping. It's getting shipped to the house.
Plus cash back.
And I'm getting cash back on all of that. So it's saving our family money, giving us money back in our pocket. They're just saying, hey, come shop here and we're going to give you money. I mean, it's such a no-brainer. And the business side, we've had more success than we ever have in this industry. We met in this industry, and we've been in this industry for a long time, and I'm blown away at what we've done in 3 months.
You're right, So that's my better half, Kathy Parker. Could not have happened without her and her support, and it's just been an incredible journey. What I got to do is introduce 3 gentlemen that are on our team. We're so grateful for these guys. Just a few of the rocking SDs that are on our team. We definitely wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these 3 guys and literally hundreds of people on our team around the world. One of the guys, Greg here, actually was the one guy on our team that was crazy enough to go to Dubai. So we went out to Dubai to see if this thing was for real, and completely just blown away. I mean, a whole week in Dubai. Was just unbelievable, you know, to be there for the Dubli corporate event, people flying in from all over the world. Yeah, it was real, and we got to work like never before. I'll share a little bit more about our story at the end, but Greg, my man, take it away.
Yeah, man, I just had to, you know, I went to Dubai, had to figure out if it was real, and this is crazy. Like, I stayed up 40 hours driving to San Diego and back to Vegas just to get my passport to get on the plane to go to Dubai, just to see if it was real. So what I saw there, it's like there's nothing else out there like this, you know, with the company. And on top of that, what our team is doing, you know, just made perfect sense. And this is how I know it made sense, is because in my last company, you know, in the first 60 days with Dubli, I earned more than I did in the 9 months with that company. And here's the thing, it's like I wasn't just, you know, doing nothing with the other company, right? I was working that other company. But what happened is in Dubli, because the product just makes sense, right? My team was duplicating. My team was getting huge results. More people from the team, even brand new people, were getting results. And that's the whole difference with Dubli, because I don't mind sharing with someone, you know, what we can offer. It's actual value, not trying to tell them to, you know, you got to buy this shake. No, it's something that we can actually give them for value. So, you know, I just like to just end with, you know, this is something where most people can get results, and that's why I'm so excited about this. So that's pretty much it. Back to you, Aron.
Greg Augustin Jr., thank you, sir. Congrats on your success. Absolutely tearing it up. Your team is exploding. It's just phenomenal. So congrats, man, and to everyone in your team. All right, Ken Faminoff is in the house. This is a guy who is already massively successful, just absolutely crushing it in the industry. And you know, he had to go to San Diego to make sure this was for real. He went SD first, got to San Diego. He's from Canada, and he's just so glad to have you on the team, man. Ken, take it away.
Yeah, you can hear me, right? Ooh. Anyways, as everybody knows, I'm Ken Femina from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And biggest thing for me is I wasn't looking at an opportunity or another business. And the thing is that what got me excited about this is just the whole cashback piece of it, right? I look at how much I spend online in my family, and we go on like 2, 3, 4 trips a year. I'm constantly going and staying in hotels like all over the world, and it's just amazing that you can pay the same price but actually get money back, right? And it's like a few $1,000s a year when you work it out, and that like because my wife is a shopaholic, right? She's like Kathy. She just likes to buy. But I wasn't looking for another opportunity. But then Aron just says, Ken, I've been to Dubai, man. This thing is absolutely crazy. And you know what? I had so many people out there talking to me about this, and you know, saying, look, you got to come check out Dubli and TeamWukar. And I was just saying, no. What I'm doing right now, I'm successful what I'm doing, and I don't really need to change things. But you know what? I believe in Parker, right? And I believe, okay, there's something going on here. Why would you go to Dubai, of all places, right? So I said, and I go, okay, all right, let's roll and let's just see what happens, right? So just said, okay, I'm in, and I just went and threw it up there, and I was absolutely shocked at what happened. In like 4 days, right, my return on investment was absolutely sick. I've never seen it before. Basically, in that short, in the 18 days of me becoming SD, I had a better return on investment than I've had with anything else that was out there. So I went to San Diego, and then after seeing everything and becoming SD, I decided, you know what? Now it's time to speed up the jetty and just go with this thing absolutely full force and absolutely crush Canada and show the United States that Canada is in the house. Thank you, Aron. Back to you.
Ken Femina, man, so grateful to have you on the team. You're absolutely crushing it. Love it. It was so awesome meeting you for the first time in San Diego at the official WUKAR launch event. All right, Scott Clayson, another rockin' leader on the team. I know you've built large teams in the past. Why Dubli? Talk to us.
Hey guys, this is Scott Clayson. Can you hear me? Everybody good? All right, cool. I'm from Warsaw, Indiana, and as Aron mentioned, I've had some success in this industry before. A lot of success, actually, back in 2000, 2002. But you know what? That success felt kind of hollow because my team didn't come with me. You know, and when you're making money and your team's not, it's hard to sleep at night. You know, so that I basically walked away from MLM for about 12 years. You know, tail between my legs, begging my family for money, and finally went back into corporate America. And last year, I read a book called 48 Days to the Work You Love. And what that book basically says is if you're not passionate about, you need to find what you're passionate about first, and everything else will take care of itself. And that's what kind of got me looking again back in this industry, because I knew I loved it. I knew I had passion for it. I knew that I could help a lot of people. And so I came back and I started, you know, playing around with some things and trying to figure out stuff. And I got approached by several people about Dubli or WUKAR, and I kept turning them down. You know, I don't know, it just seems, I don't know, it seems kind of hokey. And finally, Aron Parker bugged me enough, and I did take a look. And I was looking for 4 things, guys. I was looking for, 1, a global opportunity with no product auto ship. That was key. It had to be a global opportunity. Second, I needed to make sure that it didn't compete with things that I was already doing. I mean, the product is cash back, right? I mean, that doesn't compete with anything. So the third thing was I needed something that required the people on the team to have a real financial commitment, because I was kind of tired of people, you know, coming in for 15, 20 bucks and just trying it for a few days and then just walking away. And so you don't get that with this, guys. This eliminates tire kickers. You're looking at serious people joining this business. And finally, the fourth thing was a marketing system. And boy, do we have a marketing system here. It's like nothing the industry has ever seen. And I'm not a hype guy, but what we're doing with this marketing system, and I mean, we're flipping social media on its head. And anybody that knows anything about how hard that is to do, I mean, can appreciate this marketing system. And we haven't even really gotten started, guys. That's really the key. So I set a goal to make sales director by my birthday in late October, and I hit that goal. And I have a goal to become a senior vice president by my next birthday and walk away from my six-figure corporate job. And I've got a feeling about this company, guys. It's similar to the feeling I had back in 2002 when we just crushed the company. And we're right here. The timing is now. Back to you, Aaron.
Awesome, awesome, Scott Clayson. Thank you so much. I love it. Very, very exciting stuff, guys. All right, so in closing, I'm gonna turn it back over to Kelly here in a second. I just have to say something quickly. You know, for our story, just to kind of bring it home and what's happened for us in the industry. I've been a network marketer for 12 years, and for those 12 years, my first 12 years, I struggled. I don't know if anyone can relate, but I literally was in and out of companies, and I was really treating the network marketing industry like a hobby. I loved the industry, but I never had success. I never made much money. It was just a few hundred here, a few hundred there. A few years ago, I started to have some success with online marketing, affiliate marketing, internet marketing, and I found myself with a traditional network marketing business with a physical product. And boy, did we have challenges, because most product-based companies are having challenges with the fact that you can get products online cheaper, with retention, with attrition, and just all those typical challenges you have with network marketing businesses. And when I saw Doobly, at first, when Rich Cook showed this to me, I wasn't open. I was making money to support my family. I was not open. I was not looking for anything. And it took him an entire month, kind of like you heard Ken and you heard several people say that at first they didn't get it. It didn't fully sink in. And it took me a whole month of really looking at this and doing all the due diligence and seeing who was getting involved. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, when I saw people like Tony Rush, John Lavinia, these guys have made millions in the industry, putting everything on hold to come do this. The thought that came through my mind was, what is it that these guys see that I didn't see? When I saw guys like Rich Cook and Matt Trainer, who have made millions, and they're coming all in to drop everything they're doing to come work with WUKAR and Doobly, I said, what is it that they see that I don't see? I really had to ask these questions. Being able to work with people like Tarlise, and I got to hang out with her and and Jason Cardamone, and just so many incredible people on this team that are just amazing individuals. It's just an honor, and I'm just so grateful to be here. What's happened for us after just 3 short months is nothing short of remarkable. Kathy and I, we're nothing special. We're just excited individuals. We love this industry. We love helping people. We want our team to succeed, and they're now making more than they ever have before, and so are we. We had our largest month by far last month than we ever have in our entire life. We're now making per week what we used to make per month. And so anyone watching this right now, if you'd like to maybe start making per week what you are accustomed to making per month, triple, quadruple your income, that's what's happening here. Pay very close attention, get back to whoever sent you, and make sure that you dive in, because you do not want to miss what Doobly and what WUKAR are doing together, because we're just getting started. You have no idea. Kelly, back to you, my friend.
I appreciate it, you guys, and you know what? I went and added up today my entire team's commissions, and it exceeded over $100,000 in 2.5 months. I mean, it's crazy, and that's what this is all about. This is about people helping people, and what you're going to find on this team, and hopefully you gathered that from here. You've got the Parkers; their hearts are all in it. I mean, it's and as they're introducing these are guys that they've come to just respect, appreciate, and love from all over the world. that's what this business is really all about. And I just want to finish just really quickly with kind of a story. Something triggered to me years ago, and I'm kind of this storyteller because I look at life and we all have a story. Something happened in our life that triggered, and this triggered for me years ago. And like I mentioned before, I have owned and operated my own business since the age of 29, and I have some Subway sandwich franchises, and I sold those. And I was thinking, what am I going to do with my life? And a good friend of mine said, hey, why don't you become a financial advisor? I had my degree and all this good stuff, and I decided, you know what? He's making some great money. I'm going to go do that. And so I went and got all of my licenses. I got trained. Many of you may know the company. It's called Edward Jones, okay? Well, they have kind of an interesting way they build their business. It's called knocking on doors. And so I got my licenses. It took me 3 months. I was like, you know, dirt poor, trying to live off of the payments that when we sold our Subway sandwich franchises. And I was excited. It was summer, and I was so excited to start knocking on doors. We did all these role plays, and they told us what to say and what to do and so forth. So I was in my suit, and it was 95 degrees by 10 o'clock in the morning when I knocked on my first door. But I had some pamphlets, and I had my little notepad, and I was going to gather names. I had my office just down the street, so I went and knocked on the first door. And when I knocked on that first door, the woman opened the door about this far, and she wouldn't let me even get my name out before she said, not interested. Well, I basically turned around and walked down the sidewalk like a little puppy with its tail between his legs, and I thought, I am the biggest idiot in the world. Why did I think I could do this? Why do I want to even try to do this? And so I decided I'm going to scurry to my car, and I made a big mistake. You know, that's what I thought. So I went and hopped back in my car and sat there, and I was wallowing in this little self-pity, if you will, going, I'm this biggest idiot. I've got, you know, at the time I had 4 kids at home, and they're all young, and I could be doing something different in my life than knocking on doors for a living. And so I was starting the car up to go home and tell my wife. She said, you know what, I made a big mistake. I'm going to do something different. But then all of a sudden something hit me. Another thought hit me in my mind, and that thought was this. You drive home, you're going to be letting your family down, and you're going to be letting yourself down. Now, I didn't immediately jump out of the car and go knock doors in that neighborhood because I thought every eyeball was on me. But I did drive around the corner, and I started knocking on doors. And I knocked on doors for 7 months straight, sometimes from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. at night. And I didn't know where it was going to lead, but I could control my actions. And there were some nights, and my goal was to get 30 names on a list where I could follow up with them, and I could share an investment idea with them, and so on. I didn't come from a family that had money, so I was hoping this was going to work because I couldn't go to my family and say, by the way, invest your money, you know, with me. So I kept knocking on doors for 7 months, and there would be some times that I would be driving home at night, and I'd recount and go, gosh, I only have 29 names on my list. I would pull over at the supermarket or wherever, and I would make sure I had 30 names on my list. That's quite the list building strategy, you know, wouldn't you think? I mean, knocking on doors. But I remember driving home that first night, and as sweaty as I was, and you know, I realized that I was going to be successful because I was doing what most people wouldn't do, and I chose to get out of that car. But here's what happened. Over the next 7 years, we built a financial services business that literally it turned into Williams and Associates Financial Services, and we turned a business that I couldn't even rub 2 dimes together to when we sold that practice, we had over $300 million in assets. We had 4 offices in 3 different states, and I was so close to not getting out of the car and quitting. And so you're sitting there tonight, and you have a decision to make. This is by far one of the best opportunities that I have been exposed to in my entire life, and already in just 2.5 months the income from that has surpassed what I've made in other things. And to think that it cost me $24.75 is just crazy. It really is. So you have a decision to make. You can either get out of the car and participate with us, but you're not going to be participating alone. You're not going to be knocking on doors yourself. There's a lot of people here who are willing to get in the trenches and help you build a successful business, and that's really what we're all about. So this TeamWukar involvement, or this movement, is really about getting in the trenches and helping people go knock on that first door and keep knocking on doors. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to build a huge business, and you're going to look back and go, I am so happy I got out of the car and I made this happen. So with that said, you guys are all awesome. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and get back with the person who invited you, because they are sharing with you something that will make a huge difference in your life, like it has with all of us. So with that said, thanks guys for spending time with us, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we look forward to hear from you soon.